It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to the inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we will be picking up from where we left off with choosing Rogue in Arena, but not picking a card yet. But we also have to look at our quests. It's been a couple days since we played, so win 7 games in any game mode. I accept this. Destroy 40 minions, easy enough. And then Major Shaman, we're looking for like a Rogue kind of quest. Druid or Hunter, yeah. Not gonna happen here, but this was 200 gold if we could complete all the quests today. That'd have been pretty good. So guys, we're going to finish up with this arena deck. So, off the bat, I think the blade is pretty good. Ooh, it's the poison or the Undercity Valant. I think the deadly poison is actually the choice because it's a good card. And the Undercity is a good card too. It's a hard choice. I think the poison is just a little bit better though. Just a little bit better because there's other 2-drops that we could have that are good. Oh man, these are really bad picks. So the Berserker, if we're playing like maybe a mage or something, it could in fact turn pretty good. But in this situation, unless you can deal a little bit of damage to it, I don't think it's going to be able to get that +3 attack. Unless it can like make a pretty decent trade against a smaller creature. But at that point in time, it's just like, wow, what you doing? It doesn't really swing board control. This 3-drop is actually could be problematic depending on who we go against. So I think the Hawk Rider is pretty good. I believe the Flame Juggler is the good 2-drop to pick. Huge Toad or Sprint. I think Huge Toad is a really, really good 2-drop in Arena. Definitely Pit Fighter here is really nice. Oh man, this is bad. Do we have any mechs? We have no mechs, which makes Cogmaster the best pick. Just kidding. It's really early in the morning too, guys, so if I'm not as exciting or as happy as normal, it's because it's really early. Shield Bearer could in fact come in clutch, and then Undertaker is just like a 1-drop, 1/2 with no effect, which is basically a Cogmaster. Do we have any Death Rattles? No. Well, wait. We do. I don't know. The Shield Bearer can actually come in clutch sometimes, which is a weird thing. Like, these picks are just bad, guys. I think the Cogmaster is... I'm just going to go with the Cogmaster. Maybe we'll get lucky with some 3-drops. The Ambusher sucks. The Snapjaw is... I mean, it's okay sometimes if you can, like, give a taunt or something. But I think the Rockjaw is pretty good. It's not the best 4-drop we could have gotten, but it's decent. The Mercenary is a pretty beefy 5-drop. Makes your opponent have to get rid of it. The Agent is definitely a great card. Shadow Stepper, Leper, or Maiden? I think Leper is actually a better choice. At one point, I had such high hopes for Maiden of the Lake, and then it's just, like, it has disappointed me after that, like, slowly, but surely. I would pick the Jeweled Scarab, but Rogues really don't have that many great 3-drops. Like, Fan of Knives is, like, the only thing that comes to mind. But I think Deadly Poison's actually better. Plus, it's Arena, and playing like a 2-drop that only has 1 attack and 1 HP really doesn't give me that warm and cuddly. Raptor, we've got 1 Death Rattle, actually 2 Death Rattles so far. It's a decent 3-drop, but this weapon's pretty good. We don't really have any other weapons, and we have 2 Deadly Poisons, so I think the Raptor is actually pretty good here, just because we already have the Deadly Poison, which makes our normal weapons stronger. And, I mean, this does turn into a 4-2 if we combine both of these together, but this also needs to be comboed. Oh, Battle Cry, deal 1 damage, combo deal 2. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I think the Raptor, though, is a pretty solid card. For a 3-drop, that is. I think I'm going to go with the Raptor. Or do we go with the weapon? Raptor or weapon? But if we get it like an Ass Blade or anything like that, too many weapons is bad, so I think the Raptor's fine. The Storm Pike or the Squire? That is a hard choice. The Thrall Farseer just sucks. The Squire can be buffed. The Storm Pike is kind of like tempo-oriented, so I think the Storm Pike is actually a pretty good choice. But the Argent Squire does have Divine Shield, but we're not playing Paladin, so I think the Storm Pike is a decent choice. Spectral Knight or Jungle Panther? think the Knight's pretty decent, right? We already have, no, we already have this. We have a lot. We have a lot of 3-drops, too. We need, oh, man. We have a lot of 3-drops and a decent amount of 5-drops. We need more 2-drops and 4-drops, which are like the most important drops in the deck. So, I don't think it particularly matters too much here. The Jungle Panther has stealth and trades up, but the Spectral Knight's a solid card and can't be targeted, so I think that's fine. Definitely the Pan Rider. Come on. Give me some good 4-drops. Definitely fan of Knives. Good 2-drop for sure. Really good 6-drop here. The ninjas for stats can't beat it, but definitely the Sunwalker is pretty good. Oh man, this is really hard. All of these creatures are so good. I think Abyss is what we're gonna pick. Oh no, I can't duel you right now. I'm sorry. So the Goblin, Auto Barber, fantastic. Haunted Creeper, fantastic. And Abyss is fantastic. I think I'm gonna go with Abyss though. Normally creatures are better than. No, I think the Haunted Creeper because we have the Raptor and everything. Champion. Oh man, we already have a good amount of high drops, so we don't want the War Golem. The Ice Rager. Oh man, we go Vanish for that oh shit moment, but I don't think we can go. I guess Ice Rager is we're gonna do Ice Rager, no balls, right? Cult Master because we have no 4-drops. Wow, what is this? Boulder Fists? I guess. We have so many high drops. We need 4-drops. No, where are the 4-drops? This is so bad. Oh my god. I guess we have to go with another 3-drop. 4-drop. Fuck. They poison. There, 4-drop. A 2-drop. Mech Warper. Oh my god, we need 2-drops, but we also, that Dark Iron Stalker's so good, but we already have too many 5-drops. We have way too many 5-drops. We gotta go with the cut. Oh man, this deck is questionable, boys. We're going in. Oh, and we also have, let's go here, a lot of friend requests. So let's accept everybody. Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to the inn, everybody. You now have Warshack free to play on your friends list. We're getting up there in the friend request, though. On our main account, we no longer have any room, if you didn't know that. I think I mentioned it in a video prior. And we're filling up pretty quickly on our free-to-play. We're already at 120 out of the 200 we can have. We actually can fill up this entire friends list, which is good. Because on our main account, we actually have to save some room because we play in tournaments every once in a while. So we have to, like, save some room for our opponents. Okay, so opening hand we have Coin, Deadly Poison, Defias, and the Ice Rager. So I think we can actually get rid of the Ice Rager. Maybe. It's a little it's not very good, but I think these other 2-drops are perfectly fine. Okay, I can deal with the Commander. So turn 1, nothing. Turn 2. Oh no, turn 1 we can coin into the Ringleader. That's fine. Oh my god, this opening hand. Alright. You tell me what I can and can't do. I'm playing the Ringleader. This is like one of the best openers. Well, what used to be one of the best openers in vanilla Hearthstone. Is it just me or we don't get epics or legendaries very often? Like at all. Like negative legendaries. So we could go ahead and use our passive and make the trade here and keep our 2/2 on board, or we can develop the board with our huge toad. So it's basically weapon up. For the 3-drop, we could play a 2-drop and a 1-drop, and we already have the weapon already. Oh man, if it was turn 3, we could get rid of this pretty good, but we really don't have anything as of now. We kind of want to save the Deadly Poison for the Pan Rider, right? So if we develop the Warper, I think that's pretty good. But I think we could just go ahead and develop it. No, I think Huge Toad is good because, I don't know. Huge Toad, I think, is the better choice. We'll just go face. We have no Blade Fury. I played the Huge Toad because if he wants to swing his Stone Splitter Trog into this, that's okay. Then these two live. If he wants to kill off the one of the 2/2s with his 2/3 and then ping the 2/1, that's fine because then our huge toad lives. We can just weapon up and swing into his 2/1. Okay, so he's going to do that trade, which is perfectly fine. He can't ping the 2/1 because he doesn't have the coin. Elven Archer value. Oh, no. That's value. Okay. I think we could go ahead. What happens if we Mech Warper, swing our Toad into the 2/2, and hopefully it kills off one of these cards with 1 HP left? Or we could go ahead and weapon up, kill one of the 1/1s, and swing face, but that really doesn't feel that great. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just Mech Warper, swing into the 2/2. It's going to hopefully kill a creature. Not the creature I wanted, because now he can actually ping off the Mech Warper and kill it with his 2/1. Turn 4, though, for us is looking like a passive deadly, which is not good because if this is a mirror entity, that's not so fantastic. And he has a not so solid, that's a pretty solid 2-drop, I suppose, if he can play it. He does not. Okay, so we're going to weapon, and I guess we can save the deadly poison. No, actually, okay, so next turn, if this is a mirror entity, we're going to want to Storm Pike. If we Storm Pike, then we can't kill it with our weapon, because it only has 1 attack. But if we weapon now, and then Storm Pike next turn, we can kill the Storm Pike it creates with our weapon, but then we can't coin and combo with the Shadow Pan. So we're going to make the assumption that that is a mirror entity, and we're not going to play Shadow Pan 2 turns from now. So we're basically playing around mirror entity in this situation, because obviously we don't want to play one of our stronger 5-drops, like one of these guys, if he's just going to copy it. Okay, so I feel as if we've been bamboozled. Okay. So we're going to attack this. We'll see what kind of secret this is. That didn't really do anything there. So if we don't want to play anything too big right now, because if he copies it, that's really bad. So I think we can go ahead and just play this guy, and if that secret doesn't pop, which, okay, it is, that's fine, because now we can just make the trade here, and if he doesn't make the trade, we can kill it off with our weapon and summon another creature next turn. But the whole point is we didn't want to give him, like, you know, a Spectral Knight or like a Shadow Pan Rider. I think we're going to go ahead and freeze. Okay, so we made that trade. We can go ahead and freeze this guy and kind of deal with him next turn, because I don't want to deal with him right now. He's too serious for me. Next turn, it looks like if we can draw maybe into a card to combo with Shadow Pan or maybe a Sunwalker. So Fireball, that's not so great for us. Not at all. So I think we're going to have to use our Sunwalker, but then he's just going to ping it down and then attack into it, and this guy's actually going to live. So that's not so great either. So we can actually Flame. How much? It would be a 7 attack. Okay, so we can Flame Juggler and then Pan Rider. And now it's a 6/7, so if he makes this trade and pings this for 1, that's good for us. And we can keep the 2/3 on board, and we'll finally have initiative if he can't play another huge creature. But we do have a Sunwalker to follow up, which is pretty decent in this situation. Makes that trade. The Crusher for the 6/6, okay. Alright, so he knows if we make a trade, we're going to have to kill off one of our creatures, which is not so good. I think in this situation, we needed to be able to do 1 more damage to this guy. So, like, drawing any damage would have been really good, but we didn't. Which means we've been bamboozled, boys. So, if we play this Sunwalker, he's going to have to ping, and then he's going to kill it off with his 6/4. This guy, unfortunately, if we make a trade, he's just going to die himself. And we can't... I think it's better to almost play more creatures here, because we can't... We're not really worried about... him being able to burn us down. I think killing his 6/6 is pretty decent. So if he attacks into our 3/3, that's fine, because then we can swing weapon into it. And if he kills our 4/6, that's fine, because we still keep our 3/3. And the next turn, we're swinging with our weapon anyway and re-upping, most likely, which allows this guy to have a Wind Fury, so he can attack directly and maybe like kill off another creature. Maybe. Don't you walk away. Sunwalker's so good, just not when you're playing classes like Mage and classes that can just use their passive to get rid of that Divine Shield. So there's the Forgotten Torch on our 3/3, a 6 mana left. He's probably going to Flame Juggler, hit my guy, because I know you're going to make the trade. Yeah, buddy. If he doesn't make this trade, though, that's pretty good for us, because then we can hopefully draw into damage next turn, swing our weapon into a 6/4 and damage it down. But he'll probably... Ooh, he's greedy. This is a greedy mage. He's a very, very greedy mage. He's very, very greedy. No damage, though. Come on. So we're gonna make this trade, and we're gonna hope to God he doesn't have a flame strike. La, da, da, da. You know he's got a flame strike. We haven't played mage in a while, right? Polymorph! Shenanigans! Shenanigans. Top decks the polymorph. That's pretty good. Oh god, Gorilla Bot. But thank god that's not a mech. The combos would have been unreal. Pit Fighter's good. So we're going to make this trade. We can Pit Fighter, Burly Rock. Of course. Oh, we can actually kill off his guy here. Is it worth? Probably. We have now complete and utter board control. This is where the comeback begins, boys. I'm feeling it. We have no draw on this deck, though, besides Dark Cultist, right? No, not Dark Cultist. What is it called? It's a 4-drop, 4/2. Whenever a minion on your side dies, draw a card. What is his name? What is his name? I know it. If I see the name, I would know the name. It's Dark. It's not Dark. Draw Me a River? No, it's not Draw Me a River. What is the guy's name? I can't even type it in because I don't know. Blizzard off. This guy gets plus attack, but freezes our field. Zombie Chow. That's really helpful for us. So if we can draw into like our Deadly Poison, that'd be pretty good. We need to kill the Zombie Chow. Fan of Knives. Do me well. Do me well. Draw me into something happy. Ooh, happy. This is good stuff. Now we get to heal ourselves up. We're now away from that Pyroblast range. This is fantastic. Yes, we win due to field control. La 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 la. Don't top deck a Pyro. No flame strike. It's the Tiny Trog. Patron? What the fudge? That's unfair. That's like one of the best cards he could have drawn. That's fine. No, it's not. We drew a fucking Lepino, mate. Okay. So.
Hey, lights out.
Oh, man. What do we do? We're going to have to make this trade. We're going to have to make this trade. And we have to make this trade. Oh, man. We've been bamboozled. Because now you can just ping our Leper Gnome down. Drawing. We have so many high drops in the deck. Where are they all? Like, our deck curve is, like really bad. Jeweled Scarab into a decent 3-drop. Hopefully it's not a monster. Frostbolt would be devastating. Pings that. Okay, that's obvious. Alright, so we need to draw into one of our really high drops. So, like, our Stormwind Champion, our... What? Why would he do that? Tomb Pillager. I mean, that's fine.
Thank you.
So we'll attack the 1/1 and we'll swing with 7 damage. Like, I mean, even though this isn't like that big of a card, it's still a 5/4 on the board. Like, you can't really complain. And he hasn't played what he got out of his Jeweled Scarab yet, which could in fact be a 3-drop Pyroblast. Just kidding. Horse Rider. Oh no, he's going face. No, he's gonna make the 5/1 trade, right? 5/1 trade. You gonna make that trade? Ooh, Big Game Hunter. That actually contests our 5/4. That's not good. Alright, so we need to draw into something good. Not exactly what I was thinking of. Alright, so we're gonna go for the good luck right now. Give me something good. Give me something good. Fudge. That's not the good I was hoping for. I was hoping for like a 4 or 5 drop, or maybe even a 6 drop, and we could have coined into it. That was the whole basis of that play, but that didn't work out very well. Now I'm stuck with Poopy on the field. What's his name? Cult Master. I said Dark Cultist. Cult Master's pretty close. Alright, so hopefully we can draw into something good. If not, we can swing our Cog Master in there and maybe draw something decent. Alright, so we actually can. So we're going to Deadly Poison. Can we afford to take this damage? I'm willing to. You know what? We're gonna take the risk. Let's see what we draw first. Another Deadly Poison. I'm not sure if this risk is now worth it because we can deadly poison, 5 weapon, swing for 4, we win next turn. Do we leave this on the board or not? I'm taking the risk. Risk versus reward, boys. This is, you gotta go big or you gotta go home. If he draws any damage, we lose. That's also not a winning play. That's really bad. We shouldn't have risked it. We shouldn't have risked it. We shouldn't have risked it. No, we lost to a fucking Annoyotron. Why? Why Annoyotron, you bitch? Oh, gosh. Game has been recorded. Please restart Hearthstone and continue. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It just kicked me out of the game. Don't know why. So we're 0-1. Off to a great start. What is our luck with Arena? Tony makes an Arena deck on his phone like every 3 days, and his Arena decks are absolutely insane, guys. Like, I wish I could show you his decks. He gets like 2 to 1, he gets 1 to 2 legendaries every time. He gets like 1 to 2 epics, and he gets a fuck ton of rares, and he gets really good commons, like really good like 4-drops and stuff. And I wasn't getting cocky, it's just we have no card draw on the deck, and me versus a mage and top decking, probably not gonna win. Due to us only having like 10 health. So if he draws a new, you know, a Frostbolt, Fireball, plays 1 creature, we lose in a turn or 2. So you kind of have to, in that situation, like, hope that they draw like a creature instead of a taunt or like any direct damage. I think it was a risk worth taking. I don't think we would have won that game if we wouldn't have had to make a pretty severe play there. We even lost by playing the 2-2 and the 2-1 off the start. That's pretty insane. So I think if we use our coin, then we can't coin out the agent on 2, which seems pretty good right now. And coining out the 2-3, coining out the Haunted Creeper also seems pretty good, to be completely honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to coin out the Haunted Creeper. I guess we could have coined out the Mech Warper, but at the same time, the Creeper can attack and make 2 1/1s, and the 1/1s can kind of swing into whatever, and we can just play the Mech Warper or the Colt next turn, next turn, and then we can, if this swings once, we can actually play the Mercenary a turn early. Depending on what he plays here. Maybe he doesn't have a 2-drop. Ideally, he doesn't have a 2-drop, and then we can play the cut, and we won't have to worry about it dying right away. So he actually played that, which is fine, because I'm glad we didn't play our Mech Warper. He would have been able to make a really good trade there. Him going face doesn't really make a difference as of now. So we're definitely going to be playing Mech this turn, just because it doesn't die to that weapon. And we're going to swing into that. And then we're going to have 2 1/1s. And as long as he doesn't have, like, Unleash the Hounds, which hopefully he doesn't, we'll be alright. La, 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 la. If he attacks into the 2-3, okay, so he didn't attack into the 2-3, which makes me believe that this is most likely an explosive. No, if he would have, it would have been an explosive. Wow, why wouldn't he attack into the 2-3 if that is explosive, which it was? It's a very weird play. I almost want to just play the cut. But then we have... Do we just play this as a 3-3? Or do we play the cut? And hopefully he... I think we just play the cut. Swing for 2. Because now if this makes contact... He's going to kill the cut. For sure. And then next turn we have the blade. And if he doesn't kill the cut, then we have a 5-drop. It all depends what he does with this weapon. That's such a really good weapon. Alright, so he's actually going to be a 4-3. That's pretty significant. But we're going to be able to kill it with our blade. So hopefully he kills, like... If he just goes face here, that'd be just fantastic. So he killed the cut. That's pretty standard. If we can draw a 1-drop, we can actually make a trade with the SI agent. No 1-drop. Alright, so we're just going to have to blade. We're going to hit that for 1. We're going to swing into it. And then swing for 2. Creature over health. for sure. Next turn, we can just go ahead and probably play the Knight or the Mercenary. The Mercenary is probably pretty field contesting as he's a 7/6 for 5. But the Knight's a little bit safer in regards to being able to play creatures the following turn. But both these are combo creatures, and we won't be able to play them anyway. So it all depends. I think the Mercenary is a pretty safe bet. Uh-oh. Now it's not so safe. So this, into next turn, these two have almost a full field, but this guy's huge. How do you say no to that? How do you say no to that? He's going to want to make this creeper trade next turn with the Mech Warper, but then 7 in turn. He's dead in, what, 2 turns if we can swing with our weapon next turn if he doesn't play anything big, and then go ahead and deadly poison our weapon. Alright, so Raid Leader, not the best card he could have drawn. The Ice Rager is pretty scary. Oh man, we can't even SI Agent the 6/2. Woo! That's a scary card you got there. That is one scary card. La 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 la.
Here we go.
Alright. Okay, so this is being a 5/2 is it's a pretty big deal. I think we just go face for 7 and hopefully he doesn't have what he needs. So how much damage do we have next turn? We have 3, that's 10, that's 12. We have 12 damage. He has 7, 8, 9. So he can put us at 4. The medic, oh gosh, that helps him so much. And the leopard, Jesus man, filling out that full curve. God, the plays. We have no field clear. I think we lose again. Oh no, he made trades, thank God. Thank God. I thought he was gonna have us again. I was about to say, that's not good. Oh wow, the Sunwalker's so good here. But we can actually pretty much almost destroy his field with the SI Agent and then bring out the Ringleader. So I think we can go ahead and just pretty much make the field ours. So we go ahead, we can kill this off, summon all these shenanigans, and we can go ahead and there you go, make another one. That's fine. And we're going to go ahead and kill off his 1/1. So he can't kill our 2/1. We're at 7 health, though, and he can do 3. But next turn we do have the Sunwalker, and then we can just swing face with everything. Alright, so we're going to have to go face very, very soon. We've got 2 turns to live. We've got 2 turns to live.
Hey, lights out.
How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? How much does this heal for? 2?
Hey,
Alright.
lights out.
That's how it's going to be.
Here we go.
Alright. Does he have damage? Is the question. We win next turn if he has no damage, because he only has 5 damage on board, and our creature has Divine Shield, which means he has to either do damage to our creature to get through to attack face, or that's not damage. He wins. Fuck. No. Nope, we win. Because he has to get through Divine Shield. He hits what? The 1/8 into it. No, there's no way. He'd have to attack this with face. No, he has to hit it with the 1/8. Nope, he doesn't have enough mana. We win. He's 1 mana short. Because he has to fit in a passive there, because he swings his 1/8 to get rid of Divine Shield. He swings his weapon in there to deal 3. He swings his 2/1 in there to kill it. He swings the 2 face to put 2 on me, and then he needed to ping 2 more to be able to lethal us. So there's the 1/8. And now he's going to swing the weapon, and then he's going to swing his 2/1, and then he's going to swing the 2 to face. But he actually can kill. No, he's at 5 health. I guess it doesn't matter. Because we have 5 damage on board. Yeah, he was 1 mana short of lethal. I'm glad last turn we went all face. That worked out quite well. I want to say calculated, but it wasn't. La 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 la. We are 1-1 now. Oh man, this deck is pretty bad. This is like, oh my god, look at our gold. What's up with us building really bad arena decks? Like, this is really bad. I mean, it's not really bad, but it's like maybe a 3-win deck. Maybe 3 or 4 if we play our cards right. It's just like we need, like we're missing so many solid 4-drops. Like we have the Tomb Pillager, sure, that's 1. And then the rest of our 4-drops, what? Rockjaw and the 4/2 that allows us to draw cards. And that card's good as long as you have other cards. But we don't have any of this because we picked a Haunted Creeper over it because we had no 2-drops.
I always do.
Like, at some point in time, you've got to, like, you have to understand that you have to fill out your 2-drops and your 4-drops, as those are your most important. So, if we play the Leopard Gnome, he can just use coin, passive, swing with weapon. If we play Cog, it actually lives, but it doesn't contest anything, but the Leopard stops him from playing cards. We also have the potential to draw into a mech, which makes Cog a lot better. I mean, it's a guarantee he's going to coin to kill the Leopard Gnome. And if not, he's going to coin and play another 2-drop, which can contest Hog. So, it's probably better to Leopard, and hopefully we draw into a more solid 2-drop than a Haunted Creeper. Oh, not that Haunted Creeper is a bad card. I think that's fine. We picked it over a Vis, right? So, Clockwork Gnome. Okay, so that contests our Leopard. Alright, so we can go ahead and play the Haunted Creeper. And I don't think, do we make this trade? I don't think we do, just for the fact that if he doesn't, he has to trade with his weapon, and that denies him from playing a creature, which is really good. So, he either trades with his creature into our leper, or he can actually pop a spider and fan of knives. But let's just hope he doesn't have that. So here's the Lieutenant, so he's going to go ahead and make this trade right here. Okay, that's fine. Now we can actually give ourselves a weapon, play Cog, and then kill his off his 3/2. Which is really good as well. Making value trades all the time. But we don't have any 4-drops in our hand, which is the problem. Again, the 2-drops and the 4-drops. Very, very important, guys. It's just those are your big spikes of being able to play really good creatures. Him coining out a 4-drop right now is huge for him. Especially Teacher. We can't even deal with that. What the fuck are you gonna do with 3/5 and look at our field? 3-drops okay, but again, it really doesn't give me that warm, cuddly inside. We're not going to be using our weapon up next turn because we have too many 5-drops in our hands, so we're definitely going to have to save our weapon charge just in case we need to kill something. Oh god, these are huge bodies on the board. So we can go ahead and make the trade here, and then just keep going, guys. Next turn we have a Boulder Fist, which is nice. And then the following turn we have the Pit Fighter into the Ringleader, which is really nice as well. So hopefully he can't do 2 damage to our Pike Commando, so the Commander can swing into whatever he plays this turn. Swing our 1-drop into it, kill it off. Play the Ogre next turn. Pit Fighter. Jesus, guys, curve. Coin into 4-drop, plays 4-drop, into the nice 5-drop, into the Shadow Step. Oh my god. Disgusting. Disgusting. Have mercy. La 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 la. Alright, Ogre go. Ogres are really good for us too, though. We just keep swinging in with these 1-drops, though. We're like, bah, 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 bah. We were doing work with the 1-drops. Until Fan of Knives hits, he has nothing to do with it. So I'm guessing a Refreshment Vendor passive kill a spider, or he has another 2-drop in hand. That's fine, because we have an agent to deal with it. So he's going to agent that Pit Fighter into it. Pit Fighter makes a trade. Alright. La 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 la. So now we can actually play our... What's more important? A Venture? No. A Venture and a Ringleader? I think so. He's going to have to deal with it. Oh no! We can't! Oh fudge! Oh god. I made a mistake. We were supposed to play... I forgot that he increases the cost of everything. Whoops. Alright, so we're going to make these trades here. And then swing for 1. So he's going to have to deal with this, which means he probably has... He can bring it down to 3 HP. And then what? Evis it? Or we can just kill off something he plays this turn and then go ahead and play our Pit Fighter into Agent. Which is fine as well. Stretch. Alright, we're good. We're good. And then after this game, we'll have 3 games and we built a deck, so we'll call this episode. We'll start another one. Don't want to make these too long. Alright, what do you got, Rogue? You definitely have more cards than me. 5 to my 3, 4 next turn. Shredder, broken 4-drop. There's the Cold-Blooded to make this trade, which is fine. We expected this card to basically die. So our agent and our weapon is going to be able to kill off this shredder. Actually, we can send in our cog. Nah, but we have enough health to kind of go around that. So I think it's fine. So we can go pit fighter, agent, deal 2, swing in with weapon. Hopefully he doesn't bring out something like a doomsayer. I'll be very sad. Oh, that's pretty good for him because now he can make this trade and we can't really do anything about it. If we had a mech on the field, we can make this trade, but we don't because we don't have mechs in the deck because we didn't have any. Tomb Spider. Oh boy, the value coming out of this bad boy. Please don't be another Tomb Spider. Tomb Spider into Tomb Spider. Please don't make it happen. Pit Snake. Alright, that's fine. We can kill that off with our weapon. Not a big deal. We can't kill that off with our weapon. Fudge. Alright, what can we draw into to help us in this situation? Not exactly. Alright, so Colt into the ring, into the trade, into the basically go face, right? Face. We all go face. Alright, so next turn he swings his 1-2 into the 5-3. He swings his weapon into the 2-1. He can't, let's say he deals with maybe one of the 2-2s, but probably not. Definitely not. He ran out of mana. So there's that trade. There's the Jungle Panther, and he swings his weapon into the 2-1. So now we can Stormwind Champion and pretty much go face. Alright. We can actually kill off his boulder. Is that worth it? 7 damage to face or kill off boulder.
You looking at me?
I think we can kill off boulder. Okay. Let's hope he can't deal with our 6-6. This guy has the potential to do 8 and then to another 6. That's 14, 15 damage we have if the Dragon Rider is able to pull off that Wind Fury and the Stormwind stays on the field. Silverhand deck, that is enough damage to take this out now because all he has to do is Jungle Panther and the 2-1 into our 6-6, which leaves a 3-3. So what is this last card in your hand? Hopefully we can draw into like our 4-5 with Taunt and Divine Shield. That'd be pretty good. He swings face, which means he can't deal with our 3-3. That must be a utility card, which he doesn't want to use on one card. So we know it's not an Abyss. Alright, the Blade is good, but we're not going to use it right now, because we want to use our passive to give this guy that sweet old Wind Fury to be able to whoop-ah! Whoop-ah! We were looking for a creature there, like 100%. Like, drawing the Blade is probably the worst. Not one of, it's probably the worst card we could have drawn. But it makes it decent this turn. Because it actually can combo to kill this. And then we can go face some more. We actually can re-weapon back up. Actually, what should we do here? Huge Toad is cool. So we're just going to passive first. This is going to do 2 damage. So I think we can hit this with the 2. No, we need to hit this with the 2.
Here we go.
And then go face. And go face again. 6 damage over 2 turns is pretty insane with that card. That I don't think I've ever attacked face with this card. Ever. Alright, so that doesn't necessarily help him. He's going to swing face, go face, and then we just end it next turn. Sweet Jiminy Crickets. La, 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 la. So we're 2-1 with this poopy rogue deck. Alright. Like, look at this curve. It's just like, okay. Okay. Like this 4-drop, this is an issue. This is a huge issue. Like these 3 drops need to be lower. The 1 drops need to be lower. The 4 drops need to be higher. Without a doubt. And then look how many past 5 we have. Pit Fighter, Pan Rider, Spectral Knight, Commando, Venture Co, Boulder, Frost, Sun, and Storm. Like, this is so many like mid to late game cards. and just not a lot of, like, we've got a decent amount of early game, I guess, like Defias, Flame Juggler, Haunted Creeper, but there's so many, like, for 4-drops, like, that's so, we have 3 4-drops, and one of them is played on, situational used only. So we basically have a good 4-drop, an okay 4-drop, and a situational 4-drop, when most decks in the situation would have, like, at least 5 to 6 4-drops, which is double the amount of 4-drops. Anyway, guys, glad to have you here at the end. Hopefully we will be able to pull off as many wins as we can with this rogue deck as we move along in the next episode. My nose is getting stuffy, sorry. And as always, guys, I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.